stream of the night, the final stream, and Red Sox versus the Yankees. So we'll be doing that. Let's try current rosters. So I think we're gonna play. So I played the other game away. I think we're gonna do it. Oops. There we go. We're gonna do it in Fenway. I think that'll be our best bet. Can I change their jerseys? Can I? We'll save. Oh, they will. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna switch this. The hell are these teams? Expansion. What the hell are these teams? Okay, I've never seen those teams in here before. I think we're actually gonna do the Yankees home because I think I want to actually play at the old. Oh, there's the Yankees. Can't do the Yankees and Yankees. Where are the Yankees at? Yeah, they're there. Okay. I think we're gonna do the old park and we're gonna go with the. Let's go with the. I'll go with 76. What was that? The old ones. Oh, they just have the road uniforms. Yeah, we'll just go with that, I guess. And, we'll get this thing started. Okay, that's all good there. And now we want to go to Classic Stadium. So we need to go to Old Yankee Stadium. There we go. Okay. And we'll do. When do we want the game to take place? Should we do October? I think we'll do October. And we'll make the game. That's about 7:34 currently as I'm doing this stream, so we'll do 7 o'clock start. And we'll do Overcast and do theme. We'll do theme 1 this time. How about that? And let's get it started. And okay, there's Chris Sales, so we'll have Chris Sales. I'm assuming Tanaka's gonna start. Okay, we're good. Alright, so yep, Tanaka will be starting, so it'll be a good right-hander versus left-hander. So that's the pitching, and that's the starting lineup. In case anybody was curious about any of that. So let's get it going. The ultimate rivalry.
It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next.
That was such a cool ballpark, honestly. I don't know why, but it would be the old classic teams.
Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1.
That reminds me of ESPN. I think this was game 1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
I get what game 2 was.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy hit over 340 last year, an incredible season. I watched him one day take a ball to left field, then he took one to right field, then he took one back up the middle. He puts together so many hits and has such a great swing that there's no wonder he hits over 340.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts, the reigning batting champion in the American League. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight.
70. Yeah, okay.
The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Endujar fields it cleanly. Oh, he sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1.
MLB making the show installing right now. Alright. I hope you get a game in time. It gets done at a convenient time. Maybe tomorrow.
The 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Moreland stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Oh, okay.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
They'll do a playoff thing.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He grounds it sharply to third. Endujar brings it in. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt them after all as the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. Sox 0. Yanks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball, the show. Chris Sale gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
First pitch on its way. Fastball well outside. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
2-0. I think there was oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's kind of got no bad lackluster lately.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
It's still a great rivalry if you look at that.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off.
Actually, Thomas, you should add me on PS4 and you can come into a party with me. And we could talk about the game while you're watching it.
Fouled away.
If you want to. Did you say something about multiplayer and Last? Yeah, there was something about Last of Us remastered for online. It installed something early to do it.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark DeRosa. Okay, thanks.
Go down a little bit more ridiculously. Yeah, let's try that. Hopefully that's better. Thank you.
The next 3-2.
Assuming that's Zach.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
As,
Bradley is there. One away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. They'll breeze through 7 strong.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once.
Did you say it's your... yes, it's my same as my expectation.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense. They better get it going.
Shoots this one over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle. And he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Giancarlo Stanton now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First offering on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
This offense has been warned if they didn't know.
How do I accept that? Notifications. There we go. Let me just accept this quickly. So it takes 6,000 years. Sure.
This one's outside. Yeah, Quite a bit off the plate that time. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey,
figure it out. Oops.
Umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Nothing in the Yankee first. We'll head to the second at the stadium with no score. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The shortstop. Bogaerts.
Now the pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Tom's invited me to a party. Okay. And we'll join the party. Hopefully I'm not missing pitches right now. Sure. Okay, hopefully that works. I don't know if he's talking or not. assuming he's... There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so you
into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Check. Make sure. It should be though. Pretty sure I have party audio.
I'll listen to the stream and I'll let you know.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many
my
outs
voice is in
and
the
play
stream.
the numbers as much as he can.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. In past meetings with Tanaka, batting at an even 400.
Get a game in.
It'll probably be done before you get home from work.
Yeah, that's really good.
Hard hit ball to second. Torres
Better we
picks
can
it up.
even do blast
And
after
he'll
this.
whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the
yeah,
second
definitely.
out.
You even bought that?
The second base.
No, I didn't even have to buy it. It's part of the PlayStation Plus. Both these games.
Oh yeah, that's
Bases are
right.
empty here
I'm
with
surprised
two
that
gone,
it's
and
still
that'll
there.
bring
I
up
thought
the
they.
versatile
Oh no, they
utility
don't switch
man,
until
Brock Holt.
like
Yeah,
next
until-
month.
Yeah.
Ready with the first
I don't
right.
even know what
Here it
next
comes.
month is.
To short, hit
Yeah,
hard. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw in the
I'm
dirt,
sure it
but a
says
good
it
scoop.
somewhere.
Let me see, because
First saves
sometimes
an
they
error
post
as
it
the
on their
side is
YouTube channel.
retired.
Let's find
Red
out.
Sox go down 1-2-3.
what I was gonna say.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Hopefully it's something good.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez.
That was
And
another
he'll
big
step in to
sports game.
start
like
things
that.
out against Chris Sale.
That was fun. But
I wish they would have 2K as a thing, but they probably won't do that because it just
First
recently
pitch
came out
coming,
like
here
a
it
couple months
is.
ago.
yeah,
Fastball too
Well,
high to start him out here, 1-0.
they probably. Well,
That's a good take on
Well,
that
I don't know,
fastball
maybe
there.
they'll-
You know he's looking for
Well,
something
well,
up
they
there
might
to
wait
drive,
until,
but that
like,
was just a little
Christmas time,
above
maybe.
his happy zone.
Sometimes
Not
that
everyone
probably-
has the discipline.
Yeah,
to
they haven't
hold back on
posted
those.
anything yet on their YouTube channel.
Fastball
You'd
at
think they would've by
96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Let me see if anybody has posted anything about it.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively.
Batting
And
fifth.
guys, let's take a look at Rafael Devers. Got rushed to the big league super quick because the guy could flat rake. Defense has lagged a little bit behind. Had some throwing issues early, but working on his
I'm trying to
craft
think
and
of more
continuing to
multiplayer
get
games
better every year.
that are in here.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's hitless in 6 tries.
I'll probably get
First
two
pitch of the
here,
at-bat.
at some point.
And that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, will too, but I don't have that yet.
Can you game share on this?
I didn't even bother to ask my brother
Finds the
yet.
zone, strike 1.
If I end up
That
getting in
fastball was
a
lively
call
one.
with
You
him
could hear
later,
the pop of the
I'll
glove
ask him
all
and
the
then
way
I'll
up
shoot you a
here.
message about
Yeah,
it.
nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe
Yeah,
a crack
so I
of the
was gonna
bat,
say
but
if we can,
I'm not as
that'd
partial
be
to that
a lot
as
easier.
most people. He
So
looks
you just
good
have
and
the
loose
games
out there
I
to start this
and
one.
vice versa.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's
So that's
1-2.
my uncle, but you never back
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
I don't think he played.
Oh, your
that
uncle
field.
has PlayStation as well?
Yeah, he bought
Look
it for the
out.
show.
That one
yeah,
almost
so.
got away from him. 2-2
Nice.
now.
I don't know how many games he actually has. But
Let's see if there's any sports games on sale. Let's see.
I think 2K was actually.
The 2-2 one more time.
It's like 20 something.
And it's fouled away.
Let's see, genre. Here we go, sports.
Here's another 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now is the Yankees DH, Luke Voigt. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
I see RBI baseball 19 is $20. I don't know if that's a good game though. Because I haven't played it.
First delivery to him on the way.
Kind of like a cheap version of this.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Okay.
The show's a lot better, obviously.
Let's see. NBA Live 19 is $30 with EA access. I don't see the regular edition for 2K20. I only see NBA 2K19. It shows $60 and $100 for
bottom of the second here with no
regular
score.
and the deluxe.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
I could be wrong, but
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show.
I'm pretty sure it was though. But like I said, I could be wrong.
I don't know. I'll search it up. We'll see.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
2K.
Bradley Jr.
Oh, save $33. Alright, save 33% off.
Infield
and you get it for
well
$40.19.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Fooled him with that one as he's
For the
way out in
regular,
front.
for the Legend, it's $66.99. When that one normally goes for $100 digitally. Wow.
Yeah. I would just get the regular edition. I mean, me personally, I don't do any of like the My Team or nothing like that, so the BC doesn't really iron me too much.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 home.
I wonder if GTA's on sale in here.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Let's see.
I definitely
Ready
do
on
want
1
to get
and
that
2.
Detroit become human. That one's a really good game.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
I don't know if you ever
Didn't look
played
to me
that,
like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, I haven't played that yet. GTA 5's on sale for $30 on here.
Strike out like he did, though.
Huh.
I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
San Andreas is on sale for $15. Vice City's on sale for
Standing
$15.
in, Christian Vasquez. In past meetings with
If I had
Tanaka,
some
GTA
he's
3
got
is on
just
sale
2
for
for
15.
13.
If I had some extra money, I would.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
This PS4.
And now a pitch on the way.
Well, at least you can say you can play MLB The Show now.
In control,
Yeah.
0-2.
I just hope Mike comes in and doesn't get charged on the card this month. I told him not to. Hopefully he
game
doesn't do
plan
that.
whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch
Well, if he does, he's going to owe you a lot more money than last time.
Well, no,
Oh, and
it's going to
this
be
is swung on
declined.
and missed. 4 strikeouts already,
It
and
won't
that's out
work.
number 2.
That's not an at-bat he or
I
his
only
hitting
have,
coach
like,
are going to be happy with
I think
at
like
all.
40
It's
friggin'
bad enough to
dollars
go
left
down on 3
that I
pitches,
can
but
spend.
none of them were even in the strike zone.
So-
That's a bad look.
So hopefully he doesn't charge it. Because he's going to be hitting for a
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
What the hell? Why can't I get anything?
High and deep
Oh.
to straightaway right.
That's out of
Judge
here.
looks up. And
that's up in the
goodbye.
third
This
deck,
one
too.
ain't coming back.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream right now. I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Andrew
'Cause it's on a
Benintendi
delay,
leaves the yard with a
like
solo
5
shot.
seconds or
As the
something.
Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Oh, yep, I see that.
Yeah, up in the third deck.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Way up in the third deck.
Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. First offering on its way. This is foul right side.
What version of Yankees Stadium do you like better, the old one or the new one?
And he's quickly in the hole.
Last time I actually enjoyed watching the Yankees was 2008, 2009. I don't even recognize anybody on the team anymore because I think A-Rod retired not that long ago.
Yeah.
Because I know Jeter's gone. There was another guy that used to play with Jeter and A-Rod. I can't think of his name. But there was a lot of players. No, Rodriguez is A-Rod. A-Rod was just a nickname that was given to him.
We played 2.5, and it's 1-0 Boston.
I think who you're thinking of.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
There was another one.
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes.
There was like a third person that was like really good on the team with those two, and I can't remember
on
his
its
name.
way.
There's
a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big zero in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Ball and a strike now to Bird.
Or was it Kevin Newport? I think it was Kevin Newport.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
And then I know
he's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
So he retired.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, he's really on a roll on a hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, too, I haven't heard anything about David Ortiz. I know he got shot.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
For a while, but I don't remember
as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Yeah, after I heard about that, nothing popped up on Twitter.
Yeah, weird. You would think you'd hear something like, oh yeah, like he recovered or... I don't know.
Yankees still on
yeah,
the lookout
normally
for
they would tell you what
here.
kind of surgery people would go through.
Grounded
Maybe they didn't even explain that.
Has it on the first, and Tulowitzki rounds out here, 2 away.
Really confused, like you would think they would have said something.
Batting nut, the second baseman, Gleyber.
Yeah, that was a really good team.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
I don't think you can play as the old school teams on here,
gets
can
the
you?
sign. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Like you can, download like whatever.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who it was who used to play for the Mets. He was like really good. I think his first name was Mike, but I can't remember.
Oh, Mike.
So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It remains 1-0.
Because there was an N64 game that I used to play with my dad when I was younger, and I don't know what it was, but there was this one player that he was obsessed with on the Mets. And even though he was not a Mets fan, he liked this one player. And he used to hit home runs like crazy on that game, and I cannot remember the player's name.
I know, the only Mike that I know of was on the Red Sox, Mike Napoli.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Yeah, I think the last time I played this show before this one, I think it was like 11.
Inside with the slider.
That was probably back on like PlayStation 3.
I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose.
PS3.
They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Right as Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, because I know I got the game. Obviously,
swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Moreland is retired, and there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Striding into the box.
Funny thing is, GTA 5 is the easiest one to beat for any of the campaigns.
Only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, well,
out of all the Grand Theft Auto games that was ever made.
High in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Yeah, the only bad thing I think about the GTA story was it was just too...
So bases are empty here
like
with two gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts.
I could have lived without.
I hope that feature that they had for GTA 5 in the story mode, they actually bring back for GTA 6 where you can be more than one character in the story. Because that was actually fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll bring that back.
Dan, that can't bother you too
no
much
matter
as
what
a
the game's
pitcher.
gonna be.
Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
That would be nice.
And prior to the first pitch, you'll look to first.
Oh yeah, where they use every area. That would be fun.
I think it would make things really interesting.
I mean, if they can't implement it yet, then they should go back to an area that they haven't done in years, which was Vice City.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because they've done Liberty City twice, they've done San Andreas twice. I can't remember where GTA 3 was, though.
Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't remember where that one was either.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
So is it a right analog stick to hit the ball with the bat or no?
No, you can do buttons or the analog.
And now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
Bogaerts leads off first.
Well, at least
with a
they give you an
outs
option. Because I don't know if they gave you an option in the ones that were on PS2 back in the day.
Well. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. Now, these guys have been swinging the bats like they're
I do
underwater
the
or something.
pitching.
A single and a double, and
No,
now they've got
close.
runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Advanced on in full into smart position though. I thought it was out too, so I didn't really run the base runner.
Here's Brock Holt now.
As he'll swing and send a chopper out to second.
And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple, but they're up 1-0.
I love the movement of some of these guys. Actually,
Here's Brett Gardner now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes.
Damn, he literally
it'll be
chucked
interesting
that
to
to
see
first
what
base.
kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
yeah, when you do the pitches, it's like X, circle, triangle, or square, and like whichever one you hit. So like, let's just say you do triangle, that's the one you have to pitch with. Because if you just keep hitting X to the meter thing, it's just going to throw that one pitch every single time. So like each time it'll be a fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center.
So if you want,
Betts has a read on it. 1 down.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I normally like to switch it up so I'm not using the same pitch every time.
Yeah.
The right fielder, Aaron.
If I know it's a pitch that's working or something.
Next for New York, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
I like the presentation of this game, though. There's like 3 different scoreboards. Nice.
So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
You know. Kind of nice.
Here's the first pitch to him.
One's like the MLB network.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
I'm not sure what the second one is, but this one reminds me of like ESPN a little bit.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better
Only
get it
thing
ready.
I wish this one
This
had
guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
He smacked that one out of here.
A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
That seems interesting. The Yankees are coming back.
Well, how do you beat
this is how the games used to be when it was interesting to watch this rivalry.
Up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out
Especially
of here.
at this stadium.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at its slider.
Yeah, it would go back and forth until somebody eventually won.
Wow, or until
bases are empty here with 2 men out.
I wish that was a feature in this game. This would be the game to do it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction.
If you can't actually play as like old school players or like the old school versions of the team on here, what I hope that they do for MLB The Show 20, if they can allow where they bring back those old versions of the teams, and where you can actually relive some of the greatest moments in baseball history, kind of like what you told me about on one of the old NBA 2K games, where you can just redo those moments.
Yeah. And it wasn't what he was
I mean, I'm sure it probably has something to do with legal issues. You know, I'm sure you gotta, have them sign contracts for the likeness.
Sales ready. Here it comes on 3-2. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will find the wall out near Monument Valley. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
That one. Good hit. Timed it perfectly, too.
Yep.
In now, Miguel Andujar. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Skied into straightaway right. Betts moves over, and that ends the inning. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. We're through 4, all even at 1 apiece. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Bradley Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
I wish Xbox
into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I know, right?
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Why it's not a feature on Xbox.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
They should also make it a feature to where
swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
What you're playing on the console, you can just upload it to YouTube.
That was a good
like,
job
you know,
tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now, I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing! Second guess himself on that one.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he fouls this one off.
On 30 strikes, only 5 balls.
Here's the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Gardner. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. The tag, and he is out. Down in order go the Red Sox. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece.
I can't excuse myself. Oh well. That happened in a World Series a couple years ago.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
I forget what the player was. Actually, you know what I saw? There was an animation where like this player got so pissed off he broke his bat in half.
First pitch of the at-bat.
I don't know.
I wish 2K would work on the MLB games again.
Well, I wasn't even saying that before. I forget if it was in
when he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Really
I was
feels
playing
like he's just on
MLB
cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Why
yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Like, it seemed like they put a lot more work in.
1-2.
Like, I don't think 2K
that's for
really
sure
appreciated
going to be a
the
pitch he
baseball
wants
title.
back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top level.
Well, last
like
time
this.
I know 2K actually approved Major League Baseball
here it comes.
During the days when PlayStation 2 was actually still a living console where you could actually buy games for it.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is
too, like, even
like
there's really no
even the best are
competition
going to miss
with
some
the show,
from time
and
to
they
time,
still put
especially
out
when they're
like
sort
a
of
great product
borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to
like
hear that,
imagine
though.
like 2K
Into the
did
box
that
now,
with their basketball
Greg
games.
Bird. He
Or
offers
EA
at it
did
and
that
hits
with
it in the
Madden.
air to left. In there, a base hit.
Yep.
It would be so much better if they did what they did.
Now batting,
with this,
shortstop, Troy.
This is a great game. When you
At the
really
plate,
think
Troy
about it.
Tulowitzki. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat
paid
right here. The
$60
double
for
play is
that
in
jump,
order.
so I guess
Anything on
they
the ground,
just
the
make
way
you
this
putting it on
defense
until
is,
people just
they
don't
can
wanna play
certainly
anymore.
roll too.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Yep.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yankee
I'd like to
shortstop
see the
behind
same
in the count
developers
1-2.
make the basketball game.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch
Yeah, I
on
can
its
see
way.
that happen.
I'll try to pick up that
I don't know
outside
if they'd
corner,
have
but
much
this
success
misses, and
with
it's
it.
back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bird, a runner at
You
first
never
with
know.
1 gone in the inning.
If they actually try one game and people like it, then there will be another basketball game. If people don't like it, then at least they know.
Right, because I mean, NBA Live obviously isn't ever going to go anywhere.
Yeah, because they just came out with one last year, and EA didn't even announce anything about NBA Live 20, so seems like they're going to do the same thing again, where they'll just wait until next year to do the next one.
That is just stop making
Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch and strikeout
No, and then they probably
these
won't.
days. What makes it so effective?
I think
that
what makes it
like,
such
like
pitches.
years.
You're changing
like,
eye levels. That
like
fastball up
looks
so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
I mean, NBA Live is not terrible. Like, they have the pieces. It's just they don't produce.
The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave one. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside.
Yeah, trying to get something done. Getting the crunch done.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll top half of the 6th.
Mookie Betts.
First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count.
Yeah, it's still 1-1.
No, Discord.
0-1, here it comes.
Oh, no, I haven't been really paying attention. Why?
Tight slider there. No, he's in command, nothing in 2.
Check the news chat.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here.
What did
Still
Frank
has
post
really
this
nice
time?
finish on that slider, as we just
I swear,
saw.
if it's some bullshit, I really don't care.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Oh, and he misses it.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1,
I'm only
0-2.
seeing stuff in the general chat.
This guy trusts in his craft.
Yeah, see the post.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
What, in the general chat?
2 at-bats so far.
Or announcements, whatever.
Would it be
one count. Here it
announcements
comes.
channel? Let's see.
This is on the ground over to first. Tulowitzki for 1. Onto the pitcher, covering in time. It's a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
In now, J.D. Martinez. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1.
He's leaving
for him to this point.
Wow, I did not expect that.
I did. Does that every time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway.
And I love it. And I love how he says it's not because of the community.
And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning
Even
is
though
over.
That's exactly the reason why he's
Nothing
leaving,
doing for Boston.
He knows that.
Still
he's
tied,
not
1
doing what he
apiece.
needs to do. And I'm sure they probably were getting on him.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brett Gardner. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Brett Gardner.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
I don't think he'll ever get one.
Ball and a strike.
He might eventually. I mean, I don't think anytime soon, but I think he will.
Knowing him, he'll probably wait until the PS5.
The 1-1.
Yeah, that too.
This is pulled into right. There to
Actually, you know what we could do? We could still play him on Call of Duty, though.
Good contact to start out.
I have Call of Duty on Xbox.
Yeah, but it's cross-compatible.
It hung up there too long.
Oh,
I know.
Unlucky that time.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge.
But he's getting
Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike one. No hits to this point.
Pretty sure he can get like a short HDMI cord for dirt cheap.
Right, that's what I told him, but yeah.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident.
Who knows?
Attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Fouled away.
What inning are you in?
The sixth, or bottom of the sixth.
Nice.
Another 0-2 home. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are two down.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Yeah, surprisingly, this game. Did not think that was going to happen.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike one.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Sale gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
More innings.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here's the first pitch to him. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The relay. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
The batter.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game. But it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Well, he made it. Oh. Got lucky.
Into the box, Rafael Devers, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Second baseman, Brock Holt.
Stepping up to the plate, Brock Holt. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. picks him up. Stanton coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Get there. Let's
the
go.
throw's offline. He's safe. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he sends it on the ground to first. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Nice.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Adam Ottavino takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Adam Ottavino.
Damn.
How do you get so many people in your stream?
What I normally do is when I start my streams on YouTube, I go to my live video
in now, Christian Vasquez.
On
he swings and it's a
YouTube, and I hit the share button
and
he'll
lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Over now, they'll apply the tag between
Sometimes
2nd and 3rd.
I don't get a
It's
lot
a
of people.
careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. Red Sox settled for just the 1.
Give me a shout out.
7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Red Sox 2 and
like
the Yankees
1.
Or
something. Are you going to stream tonight?
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Gary Sanchez. You up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
That, or we can just stream tomorrow.
Like see how the multiplayer is.
Yeah. I might switch over.
First offering on its way. Now a big
fastball,
and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
I know, and I was like, you need to trade in one of those consoles. You have
into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Said, Mom,
and it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
No contact.
And let's just say you did end up trading one of them in. Let's just say it was your 360. You ain't gonna get much for that.
Nah.
Because the console is so old now that you wouldn't even get that much unless you actually sell it at a pawn shop or on eBay or something.
Right.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
I wouldn't even get that much for it, I think.
The 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And as Yankees fans here,
well, it also depends on which version of the Xbox One you have.
It's the original one, not the day one, but the one after that.
It's a solo shot
the regular
here
model.
for Gary Sanchez. As the Yankees have tied things up.
Yankees tied it up.
The one that Andrew had got, which has 1 terabyte in it.
Yeah, we're all tied up.
It came with
anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that "what have you done for me lately" world.
2 of the Tomb Raider games, and then a couple other games as well. One of them was a Rare Replay and the Gears of War Ultimate.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Into the box now, Miguel Andujar. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
Back to even again.
1-1 the count.
Oh, it's tied again?
Yeah, they just smacked a home run.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's thrown like 86 pitches already. Oh, he's there.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be run down out there in the alley. A good jump out there in center that time, and there's 1 away.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
You been watching any NBA?
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up.
No, but I did see one of the highlight games for preseason.
Brings it in on the warning track.
Well, the Red Sox, the Lakers are doing it.
Red.
They're not doing great, but not terrible either.
Now batting, Greg Bird. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
But the Warriors lost to the Thunder by like a ridiculous amount of points.
First delivery to him on the way.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That one bends
probably because they don't got KD anymore.
On the breaking ball.
All that, and then
hey,
you don't
sometimes
have,
you have
Klay
to
Thompson
look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage.
You know, speaking of Klay Thompson,
we'll have to leave it there.
There's a rumor going around that he might be in the sequel to Space Jam with LeBron James.
Tie things up on the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Stephen Tarpley.
If the director can make this happen for that sequel, I would like to see them have MJ make a cameo somewhere in the movie. If they can make that happen, then I'll be happy. If they can't, then it's whatever.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
So I think they're doing it like they did the original Space Jam, like they want it to be like old players.
Popped straight up. Stanton coming on. Can't get there, though, and that's his 2nd hit of the game. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
The batter.
Hey, just a nice piece
Speaking of players,
right, he's able
you want to know one player I never actually realized when I was younger that was never actually in that movie until I got older? They didn't have Shaq
Riding in, Mookie Betts, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have.
He would have been great in that movie too.
Here.
He would have been fun too.
Yep.
Really, Shaq is. That's probably why he wasn't in the movies. Fred doing
it.
Did you ever see Shaq and
on the ground is short.
Uncle Drew the movie?
Torres at the bag. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't
he's really funny in there. He starts out as like a karate master,
that was a tough hit to do,
and then he
don't want to rush,
ends up playing basketball with
that was a good job to at least
some of the main characters
going into second.
And he's their center in the movie. And there's actually one point where he tries to hit a 3 and he misses, just like how it was in real life. And then he says a comment to Uncle Drew saying, "Come on, Kobe, pass the rock."
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Bogart.
Now in the box, Xander Bogaerts, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Betts at second. Martinez at first. 2 out in the inning. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired.
Oh, well.
DJ LeMahieu, as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game.
DJ LeMahieu.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 0-2 home. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. At the plate, Torres 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
What do you think?
Damn.
First pitch on its way.
At this point, I don't know, because it's cutting it close to
he punched out the last guy, but
ninth
he didn't
inning.
get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game, just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. The count now at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
Digging in to try it again. Brett Gardner hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts.
Not letting him face Aaron Judge. No way. No way.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Tyler Thornburg enters here, looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 47, Tyler Thornburg.
Damn.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. High pop-up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. And this game is still tied at 2-2. DJ LeMahieu will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 26, DJ.
So stepping in, Rafael Devers. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
First offering on its way. Hit down the line at first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Brock Holt.
Striding in for Boston, Brock Holt. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Might be an extra innings game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to second for Torres. Scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
The catcher.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez, as he hits one on a line to left field. Stanton is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us are back with more following this.
Man. This really feels like the old days.
Digging in
well,
now,
where it gets harder and harder to actually hit something.
On a 1-for-3
well, no, just
thus
like
far.
the way the game's going.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses.
Like,
that's
it feels
ball
like
1.
the old matchups, like how they were always like so close. And
oh yeah.
Can't
like
find the zone there
better.
as he lays off the breaking ball.
like
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those.
It's either going to be
you
like
can
a
tell he's
nasty
pitching
home run,
awfully cautiously.
or it's going to be like a stupid error that's going to happen.
2-1.
Or I'll win the game.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was great all night long.
Jeez.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. One out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. And into left field for a one-out hit. He's around first, heading for two. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
So digging in now, Miguel Andujar. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Pretty sure if they smack one out, that's it.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bradley is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now back, the designated hitter, Luke Voigt.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Luke Voigt, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. No balls and one strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
The strike right here.
Possible winning runs at second with two down, however. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 2-2. In now, Andrew Benintendi, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
Benintendi.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So striding in, Mookie Betts. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And they have taken the lead.
Let's go.
Solo shot to right center, and it's now a one-run ball game.
Oh, that's devastating.
Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Mitch Moreland started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Bases are empty. One man out. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
First offering on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Red Sox lead it 3-2. Coming to the plate now, Greg Bird steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
One-0 count. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
The shortstop, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Number 14, Tyler Wade.
Standing in now, Torres, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And there he goes towards second. In there. Now the throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 11, Red Gardner.
So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Brett Gardner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
And it's fouled away. Last chance for the Yankees. And he misses there. 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Tyler Thornburg takes home the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Damn, that was really close.
I know. Did you see the final strikeout?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get it.
The final line score for
I thought he was going to hit the last one for a second. I was like, oh shit, Troy's going to be pissed because he just hit a home run.
Yeah, I know.
They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Yeah, that was a really good game. But
yep,
that's gonna do it for this stream. Me and Thomas will hopefully play tomorrow. He's downloading it right now, so probably won't be done until tomorrow because it might talk about just as long. So we'll do it then. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit bell so you can hear our post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one.